I mean, come on.
My voice sounds too male. redxparasite here, playing some Turtle Rock. But you know what? I'm kind of getting sick of this dungeon music. No offense. So I think in this episode I'm going to play some other music instead of listening to the actual game track. So yeah, I'll put up the titles of the song on the screen. I should do that. But yeah, it's more dungeon time, yay, but this time with more interesting music. So, see, Turtle Rock, kind of annoying, because the first, I don't know, maybe about, at least about like 7 minutes in this episode, where I'm just kind of doing nothing in particular, but I'm too lazy to edit it out, even though I apparently feel like editing in music. Can never talk when I do these things. Never. Let's see. Game mechanic. Thingamabob. Here, you can use the Cane of Samaria to create platforms on those question mark blocks. I just can't talk today. Hooray! And then you can ride those. So, the Rapid Transit Authority, you know, providing for their customers, although it costs you some magic there, so watch your magic meter. So let's see, this compass is a pain in the butt to get, and since the item is essentially useless, I'm just gonna not even bother, because what happens is when you look at the door, then it oh great, just a sec, phone call. No idea who that is. But yeah, the door will kind of fire its laser at you, and I really did not feel like figuring out how to kill it. Like, I tried using my bows and my arrows, but apparently did not work. So, don't really care. I mean, the door opens if you're facing away from it. It's kind of a pain, so you know what? I'm just gonna completely ignore you. I said completely ignore you. I am bad at listening to myself. Although I have to edit the videos. I can't do it. I can't get in the door. No. It's not worth it. Just leave. No, seriously, just leave. I left. So let's see, there's some stuffs around here, like hearts and floating skulls and electric jellyfish. Hey, look! It's a skull attached to a body that requires a key that I do not yet have. Die. And I wonder what the gimmick of that room is. No idea. Let's go back there later. It's a fun room. Not as much fun as this room. Loving this game so much. Well, I guess I don't want to say that I hate this game. But the thing is, there have been some things about it, like some of these dungeons that have been a kind of a pain in the butt. So, I just wish that there are some of these things that could have been fixed. Or, you know, so that would just make this game great. And I guess some of the problems that I had with it were just typical first time things. Like, I didn't know how to do things and such, but there were some issues that I had with certain things. Like some of the difficulty curve for some of my completion times were just absolutely ridiculous. I think I got up to like an hour for the Ice Palace, the 5th Dark Dungeon. It should not be that long. And then the weird thing is, like, the ones afterwards, the 6th Dungeon, the Swamp Palace, or whatever it is, and then Turtle Rock, this one took a lot less time. Maybe some of it was just because I was smarter, but I don't know, it just seems kind of unbalanced. It's just my opinion. I mean, otherwise I like this game. I mean, I don't know when or I'd be trying to play it again. Just because there's a whole bunch of stuff that I have to do, because Skyward Sword is going to be coming out soon, and other games too. So this door's a pain in the butt. If you couldn't figure it out already, you have to light off 4 of those torches to open the door. But you kind of have to do it in a specific manner. Essentially, you have to hit them as late as possible so they stay lit longer. So I eventually figure it out. Said wait longer. You're not gonna make it. Run, fast, and okay, I actually made it that time, apparently. Giant rolling pin of death. But I will say this, doing a blind LP is kind of difficult, just because you don't know what to expect. And in games like Zelda, when you have dungeons that you have to work through, I usually like to take my time the first time I'm ever playing through a dungeon, just so I can try to get all the treasures, or just kind of think things through before I play it. And doing the blind LP kind of puts me on the spot. So I would say that I'm fairly intelligent, so I mean I can figure things out fairly well, but there's a difference between making something like intellectually difficult and just kind of missing something entirely, which happens to me a lot in this game. So there is a key door to the left. If I stop being stupid, then I will go and unlock it. See, nothing useful down here. Nothing to see down here. There's absolutely nothing to do. Don't you just love useless rooms? Well, actually, that room wasn't useless, but kind of. Wait, the heart's sitting on nothing. Since this makes none, we'll kill you. So it's gonna happen again, and I can get that with my hookshot. Boing. It's a very quick boing. But otherwise, this dungeon, personal thoughts, was okay. A lot easier once I figured it out, which seems to be the recurring theme to this game. But, you know, life is life, things happen, and I finally get to show you what's in this room. It's Attack of the Tiles part whatever this happens to be. Don't you just love it? And this time it's Attack of the Tiles with spikes. New and improved tile attack. I have to totally go make some game called Tile Attack now. Just make some kind of, I don't know, tech demo, and then make it into a game that will be largely popular, like Angry Birds or Tiny Wings or something like that. Yeah, in my opinion, those games, I've played Angry Birds and Doodle Jump. I'm not really that big of a fan of them. I guess they kind of work if you're like, if you want really cheap, just quick entertainment, then I guess they're okay. But when I usually get games for consoles or portable systems, I usually get things that I'll want to keep. So I don't buy too many games just because, well, I want to conserve my money for the games that I'll actually end up playing for a while. It's kind of my philosophy on So those games to me are just kind of like how much work did the people who made them put into them. But I guess you could say that there are a fair amount of people, like really rich people that inherit money that don't have to do anything to get that money. But whatever. It's not really relevant to the game at all. You know what's more relevant to the game? That key. Yes. I have no idea what that enemy is supposed to be. Absolutely no idea. Fairy, come back. Fairy, come back. Fairy, no! The fairy's dead. Sad face. And there are chain chomps. These guys are a pain. Because, guess what? There's probably a key somewhere around here. Just gonna take a mild guess. Because I've already played this. Yawn. Hey look, treasure chest. You know what? I have no idea. That was not a good idea. See, I wasn't thinking. Even at that time, I had no idea. So much of a pain these guys are. I hate them. The white hot intensity of 1,000 suns. Sheesh. I've not been recording in a while. Kinda sad, because I like doing this. It heals some part of my very damaged soul. Kind of. Except for when I get mad. Don't get mad, get Cave Johnson. Now half off at Targets. Because, you know what? I am not going to make lemonade. And I'm not going to go through the entire speech either. Stupid. Stupid. Stop attacking me, it's so mean. I'd like to get through here without dying. Said without dying. Ugh. So rude. Attacking me like that. Where are your manners? You probably don't have any. Great. Oh wow. Okay, let's just get out of here. I'm going. Duh. I just have some moments where I do stupid things, kind of like that one. This is where, okay, so now that we're on the, basement floor, this is where the gun starts getting interesting. You get pipes. So, you can go through these pipes and they take you places. Guess what? That was a difficult pipe maze. Ah, pipe maze. This time with lava. It's new and improved, so we're going to sell it for even more. Okay, there's a switch. Bonner! I'm cute. Fawn in adoration of me. I said adore me, not shoot me with a laser. Jeez. Who taught these enemies to be enemies? They're being very unhospitable. So they're actually being very good enemies. Okay, well I guess since I was talking about kind of stuff about the game earlier that you just lost. And I just watched too. But about this game specifically. I could say that some of the enemies and some of the bosses in this game were kind of bad. Like, some of the bosses, like Blind Thief and Aquila, were kind of ridiculous. To the point where, if I was doing this on a console, I don't know if I'd be able to beat those. Because, while I may not have been super well off when I fought them, I was at pretty decent hearts, and I had healing stuff, and I still ended up using those sometimes, even with save states. So, enemies kind of need some work. But then again, one thing that I kind of agree with is that the enemies in older games are just more difficult. They're just more physically difficult. And so I kind of appreciate that, but then there's a difference between real difficulty and artificial fake difficulty. So it's something that I think this game kind of had a little gray area. Let's see. So obviously they can't really remake the game, and it's not going to change anything about my playthroughs, but kind of just what I'm feeling in the bottom of my heart. Sad love song. Looks like I need a big key. You know what? I bet it's in that treasure chest. How much do you bet? I will bet you 678 rupees. If you're from India, this would actually be, still be a pretty good bet. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because I have the power of futureness. I know what happens in the video, so actually it would be a bad bet to take no matter what. So the moral of the story is don't take the bet. And then the second moral of the story, the more moral like one, is don't gamble. Because you can ruin yourself, you can ruin your life. Isn't that bad? Imagine, you know, life ruining lifeness could be very bad. And life ruining. So now I'm kind of just using the pipe system. I'm going back and forth. Look at me, mommy. Don't know what picking all this up really will achieve at this point. What the heck? I felt like doing it, so I did it. There's nothing you can do about it. Just try it. This is gonna mean by wasting time. Walk around, doing nothing, and there are a whole bunch of guys there. I don't like a whole bunch of eyes shooting lasers at me. It's mean. And quite painful, actually. The thing I noticed is that the enemies in this game kind of got more powerful, and that's understandable, but the blue armor that I got was supposed to make me like more resistant to damage, but now the enemies are doing like 3 hearts of damage or 4 hearts of damage. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, and I'm out of time, so I'll see you guys in the next episode when I complete Turtle Rock. Hasta la vista.